that limiting belief in yourself, your potential, on and off the track is just, it
They
holds you back.
Somebody talked about it on the broadcast last night, where I think it was in a 450 LCQ, which by the way
Mhm.
was a very good race. And by the way, Jerry Robin came from, if I was looking at the ticker correctly on the left hand side,
Mhm.
Jerry Robin was like in 19th place on that first lap.
Dude. Mm.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, we talked about it on the watch party. Cade was saying, I asked him, I'm like, hey, in a perfect world, Honda goes, hey, we need a fill-in rider. Who would you put in that fill-in's position? He goes immediately, Jerry Robin. He's like, Jerry is
Whoa.
riding so fast. He is so consistent, which has been a Achilles heel for Jerry for a number of years. He's got this all-out speed, all-out talent, but just some race weekends he's good, other ones he's on the ground. But he was like, Jerry Robbins running so good. Like it's incredible. That's not talked about more this year. But so fast, dude. So incredibly
Yeah.
fast.
Speaking of mental blocks, I was teammates with Jerry in 2017,
17
and
and 18, I think. Kind of 18. I think.
and
Right?
I think so. And that was a year I was able to see, first of all, how fast he was, right?
Yeah.
But I was able to, and I was right in, that was very much him and I were
Mhm.
like, you couldn't have put two more head cases onto one team.
Yeah. On fast, but also scary bikes.
just absolute head cases, the both of us
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
And you could see his continued for many, many years after that.
Hmm.
When I, something must have clicked mentally for him
Hmm.
recently, because the way I watch him ride now, he's a completely different person.
Yeah. Yeah. Jerry is, he's one of those guys where it's like, the we have two different sports, man. Like watching Jerry ride versus like your average rider, it's like, dude, it's not even close, dude. Jerry just has this talent. It's just out of this world, man. Just a
Yeah.
sleeper in a lot of people's minds, I think, man. He really should be talked
I
about a lot
couldn't
more.
believe how far back he came from an LCQ. But in that
Yes.
LCQ, the maybe it was Reed that said it.
Hmm.
They go, they were talking about Sexton being in it,
Hmm.
and the fact that he's not used to riding maybe the way that those guys will ride sometimes in the LCQ. And one of them goes, they're just trying to eat. They got to eat,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
it's that's a limiting belief in a sense, in that like those guys are just, they're surviving. That's
Mm,
survival. That's a good way. Like trying to eat is a good way to describe somebody that's in survival mode
yeah.
versus somebody that's trying to be in the complete opposite of what survival mode is. And I think you're seeing a shift this year in like a Jerry Robin,
Mm,
where he's coming out of that survival mode, or has come out of that survival mode,
hmm.
and he looks totally different. Where
Yes.
Jerry before, there was always that subconscious belief systems in place, right? So he would maybe more so than anybody I've ever seen other than myself,
Hmm.
he would self-sabotage situations like I've never seen.
Mm,
Do you know what I'm talking about? I mean, he would
yeah.
be in like these situations where it didn't seem like he could mess it up, and he would mess
Hmm.
it up.
Yeah.
Um, and I could empathize with that because I was the exact same way.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah. It's crazy when you can see it too, and you're just like, man, if they just tweak this one or two things, it would just be it'd be lights out, Be lights out for this guy. But I'm just happy he's finally turning it around. It's cool to see that other people are noticing this guy, because we've known him for a long time. He's super nice guy, cool family, the whole deal. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked to see Jerry finally like doing that. I would like to see him not in so many LCQs though. It'd be cool if we could say this, in a heat race. But I think he's getting there, and it's going to be a good year for sure, for him for sure.
If you guys enjoyed this podcast clip and you want to listen to full episodes, you can do so on Spotify and Apple Music. If you want to send in your own video submission, you can join us in the Moto Academy family inside of the Moto Academy app by just going to themotoacademy.com. That's also where you can sign up for a class. Okay, guys, see you next episode.